Welcome back, welcome back. Guess who's back in the house? Ooh, it's bright tonight. And I don't see anybody else out there. Hey, it's my star. Look how beautiful that is. That's amazing. I just basically woke up. Yeah, we got some stars out there, baby. We got some stars. Nothing that bright, though. Like, that is bright. That thing is cooking right now, bro. I guess, like I said, we're gonna get back to early morning recordings, Just came back out, went to the store, and forgot to get something. So I said, yeah, let's go back out. Why didn't you just get what you thought you was gonna get when you was there at the store already? You knew to get it, but then you was like, maybe I got one at home. And well, I'm glad I did that, because we would have never seen that out there. Now, I literally walked to the store, and I look over there. Every single time I come outside, I look at New York. Every single time I look over that water. And I literally just went to the store like 10, 20 minutes ago, maybe less. Wasn't out there then. So, it's really getting weird. Because last time I took a picture of that, I said, wow, 1 star. And somebody finally commented with some common sense. Because I say things because, I want people to comment and use their common sense. And they said the smart shit. And they said, well, you live in a city and there's a lot of bright lights, so besides that, you won't be able to see the stars. Then there's multiple clouds out in the morning, so you combine the clouds and the fact that every star does not light up the same. Some stars are just naturally brighter than others. And I was like, finally, somebody just say the natural scientific answers that I already know. Finally, somebody engages. And then I didn't want to start going back and forth with him, because I was going to say to him what I'm saying now. I come outside, it's not there. I go back outside, and it's there. The sun sets. Get it? The moon sets. The moon, blah, blah, blah. The stars are just there. They're up there. They don't move, remember? They're just up there. So what did it rise? You know what I'm saying? And then what I be trying to catch these niggas with is the fact of, it's 4 in the morning, nigga. 5 in the morning. What are you talking about? The stars don't come up and be at the peak of the sky in the beginning of the morning. That's 12 o'clock at night, dog. That's the beginning of the nighttime. We're at the end of the nighttime. It's the morning right now. It's a.m. That's why when I look over, you can see the sky real dark. And then when you look over New York, you can see the blue coming, because the sun's coming up. So it's real strange that right before the sun comes up every other day now, or maybe not every other day, it's really strange that, right before the sun comes out, that star is starting to come out again. When I started noticing it 3 years ago, and said, wow, there's really 1 star every other day that you could see. Now, I can look at the sky right now and I see another star. And it looks like a star, you know? Very far away. A white color, like light, you know, like light, shining light. Not like that star that I'm looking at above New York that looks orange-red. You know? Stars usually aren't all these different colors last time I checked. Last time I checked, planets are. Planets be different colors like that, you know? But I could be wrong because there's a lot of stars. And I'm not an astrophysicist, so we won't chalk that up to, I know what I'm talking about. Because I don't. But I do know certain things, you know what I mean? And the skies are they're not doing the same thing. You know? Things are getting different. And besides the chemtrails spraying everybody knows is real now, the government done said it. Like, yeah, we spray the skies. So that's another reason we can't see shit. And I'm like, it makes sense. You know, my father did say, pay attention to the sky, for I'm going to show signs in the sky, and you're going to know I'm on my way there to kick some ass. You know, the Bible did talk about signs in the sky and certain events, and, you know, remember how the wise men, the lucky number 3 wise men, they found Jesus? Remember how they did it? They used their GPS system. No, they used the star. And they followed the star, and they found the one. You know? I wonder why when ignorant ass people see the religious people, and they have a big telescope, and they're looking at the sky. They're not really religious. They're science people, and they're really bad. And, well, the Lord fucking told you, goofy ass niggas, to observe the sky. So then I think the Lord was telling his people and all the people to become scientists and study the stars. But they'll have you study Beyonce and Jay-Z and fucking Ludacris, right? You study those stars. You sure do know what's going on with them. When those stars fall, everyone knows about it. When the stars fall, everyone goes, it's an alien. It's a spaceship. We don't know what the fuck's going on. It's real funny, all the things that the Lord said pay attention to. Now, ignorant ass men allow other people to pay attention to it and then say you're wicked because you do these things. Yeah, they tricked y'all niggas right up out of y'all fucking faith and y'all smarts. Anyway, so I'm done with talking about that star. We gonna do a little whatever. So I'm watching this guy, shout out Papa Doc. I've watched you a little bit here and there. I've seen your beginning and your rise, you know, and you talk a lot of real stuff, and I agree with some things and maybe disagree with others, and you know, I can't you know, disagree with everything. And what he was showing was something I spoke about many times on my videos, Sound the Horns, about how black men get treated like wild beasts, and we literally get treated like a dangerous dog. And it doesn't matter if you're foaming out the mouth or not. If someone says that nigger's crazy, that nigger's got a gun, we get put the fuck, sound the horns, we get put down, sound the horns, we get put down immediately. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much talking. He has a gun, I feel threatened, so I'm knocking his little noodle off. Like that 18-year-old kid that recently just got shot down because he had a gun, sound the horns, and he was running away from the cops, and they shot him down like a dog. Now, good old Papa Doc showed a video of a fat white man with an AR automatic rifle. Army issue big boy toy, long gun. And he gets out his car, walks towards the police, pointing this fucking thing at them. These pussy ass niggas start backing up. They let this man get back in his car and then chase him in a high-speed pursuit. When it's a black man on foot with a gun, shoot that young boy down right now. Take his fucking life from him. But a white man with a automatic rifle that literally, do you understand that one man with that one gun could take on the whole police force? It would take multiple cops to come get this nigga. Why? Because your little handgun ain't gonna do nothing against that AR, nigga. He'll shoot you up the block, bro. He'll shoot through your car. First thing cops are trained to do in a gunfight is open your doors and stand behind your car and use it as a shield. That gun will go through the fucking car and your goddamn head. Get it? And they let this man walk around. They let him, they didn't do anything. They talk him down. But a black kid with a pistol, you scared to death. 5 cops got to run down on one black guy with a gun. Pop him 30, 40 times. But a dude that's telling you, I'm going to kill you. You come close to me, I'm going to shoot you to death. And because he's white, he gets to walk off and go see his family eventually, He gets put in a mental institution and gets out in 3 years and gets his guns back in 5. It's a joke. And Doc was saying, the same shit I was saying, like, yo. Well, he was going on some deep shit, talking about how they got it so programmed, you know what I mean, that, like, he was going from that, and then he went into our problems as a people, and how, like, they got us gang banging and shit, and then because they souped us up to look like this and talk like this, that's why they shoot your stupid ass down so fast. They got you to perform and act a certain way, so I can say, I'm scared for my lives. But a nigga in a business suit with an AR-15, they're not scared to die from him, even though, more white men are known to shoot at cops and kill them than black people. There's not too many black people that are on record right now that literally openly have open fights with the cops. You know how many white men are dead or in jail because they openly had gunfights with the cops with long guns? You know what I'm saying? And it's pathetic. And he started to talk about how, you know what I mean, it's not fair and da-da-da. And I said, yo, you're right. I said, that's what they do, though. I said, in my mind, I said, it's all good. See, what they don't realize is, yeah, you trained me to sit there and take the ass whoopings, but you didn't train your people. You trained your people to think they're gods and to think they have just as much power as their government and shit, right? So, like I keep saying, while y'all worried about us doing shit, and you trained your people to think, I could walk around with a long gun, I'm not a nigger. You's gonna have so many rogue white men and women that are gonna go crazy. Mark my fucking words. Mark my words. This is the beginning of rogue agent white people. See, a lot of them are starting to wake up to the game of, this is all bullshit. And even though I have an advantage, I'm still just a nigger. I'm gonna get treated like them. I'm getting cheated out of shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. And the thing is, they're not us. See, you can hide behind the blood of Christ and I'm a Christian. They're not. And when they get angry, they're gonna do exactly what their ancestors do. Go crazy. Except they're waking up and realizing, I'm not gonna go crazy on the black man. They're broke. They're not doing nothing to me. I'm not going to go crazy on a Spanish man because usually they're broke and they're not doing anything to me. What do you think these white motherfuckers is going to the police, and why do you think they're doing that? Why do you think it's a game? No, they're getting angry because they're waking up to the trick. Like, you made me police all these people. You gave my grandpappy and their grandpappy free privileges to be all this and that, right? And I believe it now. I believe we're the masters of these people. And now that you made it equal, I can't beat my fucking chest. I gotta look at the same nigga that I feel like I'm a Super Saiyan God and then realize, no, I'm not. All my neighbors like him. My wife wants to fucking sleep when I'm on the side. You get it? So they're starting to come off their delusion of, we're the fucking Greek gods and we're the rulers of the earth. And no, the people above you run shit and you're just a grunt. And they're starting to realize what's going on. And the more and more they realize this shit, the more and more they're snapping. So, like, Papa Doc was saying, yeah, man, the way they control us is through what we see, and, like, all these young people, they grow up on the hood shit, and the stereotypes, and da-da-da-da, we gotta have our own shit, to combat against this programming. Like, there ain't no other way. And just like I said to Dr. Umar when he was talking about music, we gotta have a renaissance. When are you niggas gonna wake up to the fact that they know that you don't have to fight back? They know all you gotta do is be grown men and not, pay attention to their music, their programmings, right? They know this. They know this. And when you walk away from it, they get mad, and they implement it more. But if you think they're gonna let you build a TV station and raise your people up with the greatest weapon of all time, do you understand that's a weapon? The television, they know it. Why do you think it's television programming? Because they know, just like the Most High knows, every child has to be programmed. Your body's a fucking computer, dog. Something has to program you. That's the reality of it. And now that everybody's starting to wake up to, oh shit, we ain't programming our children to be good. And since we give them the choice and the programming leans towards the bullshit, well, that's what they're going to lean towards, right? Now, what nobody's understanding with this, we got to build our own shit. When we built Black Wall Street and figured out if we live next to them, they can be racist to us. Maybe if we don't live next to them, then we can build and have things. And what they do, they said, no, nigga, you could be free, but you can't build and live better than me, nigga. I will come take your shit. Your place is under me. The way you look, the way you feel, the way you act. And if you don't get in your fucking place, we will come. Black Wall Street wasn't attacked by the government. It was regular people. The government just sat back and watched it fucking happen. Get it? And, they can use the excuse of, we couldn't get down here in time. We don't know what's going on. I don't give a fuck what excuse they use. It's the same goofy shit as always. Get it? Y'all don't get that. So when you go to build your TV station, do you realize they have hackers? I mean, come on, bro. You niggas is really goofy if you think you're gonna get your people back with electronics. We're gonna make our own TV station. They'll hack your shit and fuck your shit up. What are you gonna do then? You got money to replace it? Because that's the only way we're going to build a TV network, a musical school type thing. You get it? See, if I don't want you niggas to get back up, and I know education and you doing your own thing is the only way, then I'm not gonna send in the warriors no more. You are smart enough to videotape us and catch us. What I do now is send pissy, dusty ass bums to go live in your building. You make that school, I'm gonna have a bunch of vagabond ass niggas go run up in your shit, rip the wires up, fuck your shit up, and that way you can call the cops and say somebody vandalized our shit. And then when they check for fingerprints and they find some fucking homeless nigga, nobody gives a fuck. The homeless nigga don't care, he got somewhere to sleep, nigga. You get it? They got niggas that are their throwaway niggas. This is why they keep their people under drugs and all this other shit. So they can have throwaway niggas. And if you haven't looked around, there's plenty of backpack throwaway niggas. And then other races don't like us. And other people will do anything for a cigarette and a fucking sandwich. You get that? So when we build shit, they're coming. That's why the Lord said, get the fuck away from those people. The Lord said, it doesn't matter if you're old or young, they're going to treat your ass the same, violently and unfairly. So if the Lord said they're always going to be like this, how do we stop these people? You can't. That's why the Lord said, give Caesar what Caesar's. You know what Caesar's? Those shoes on your feet. You know what Caesar's? Your thug-ass mentality. You know what Caesar's? This fucking city you live in. All of that Caesar's. Now give Caesar his shit back and go back to my father's shit. Oh yeah, we don't have villages no more. The Most High don't have nowhere no more because niggas won't build it. Because when you build it, you'll try to modernize. Get it? You try to keep up with the Joneses. And guess what happens when you keep up with the Joneses? The Joneses come and kick your fucking building over and say, nigga, you're a nigga, and stop building up better than me. Stop trying to do shit we don't want you to do. Learn from other motherfuckers and leave. Get the fuck out of my city. That's what niggas won't do. You won't return to the Most High and say, I'm going to give Caesar's what Caesar's. And I'm going to take my people. I'm going to go off into this land. We're going to buy our own shit. And we're just going to live regular. Because they don't want regular shit. They want your fancy shit. They want you to build up. You know what they don't want? They don't want to take over a people that are living the old way. You know? Don't y'all realize that? They don't never send their armies. They send their people. They people get mad that you're doing better. And then they come and fuck your shit up. Well, how do you stop that? By not letting them get jealous. How do they not get jealous? By you not being better than them and saving money and building nice towns. No, just build regular shit. Don't try to be like them. The more better than you are, the more they'll take you and put your ass back in place. Now you understand the story of Moses? Did Moses say, let's make a newer program? And they didn't. No, Moses said, the Lord said, you gotta leave. They're never gonna treat you fair. And if they do shit, I'll show myself and destroy those people. You know? And it really seems like a lot of things are getting fucked up around here. And I really do believe it's because of all my brothers and sisters that are waking up. And we know we're trapped. There's nowhere to go. There's not enough of us to wake up and leave. So we're just going to keep praying for the Lord to fuck everything up. You know? You know? Like Moses. Like, you know? If the Lord keeps fucking everything up, eventually people will wake up and be like, God, we got to let these people go, bro. Their God is fucking our shit up. We don't care if they're building anymore. Everything we build, their God fucks up. You know, like we fuck their shit up. So, y'all keep on thinking you're going to be millionaires and build town. No, I'm going to keep on thinking, just like what the Bible said, you're never getting the fuck up, nigga. You're not getting up. because they won't let you. You're not getting up. And the only way you can get up is when you niggas get together and you all live in the same spot, because, you know, there's this power in numbers. And it's not like back in the day where we're all pussy as hell. So when they try that Black Wall Street, they're going to get a real big fucking rude awakening this time. They're not going to get a bunch of scary-ass old niggas and a bunch of helpless women and children. Nah, the women and children be busting the ratchet too now. Women and children, do you get it? We ain't like back in the day. So when we get our shit together now, they're going to have to literally, it's going to go down in history. It'll go down in history just like Black Wall Street, except worse, because it won't just be 300 dead black people. Get it? Because niggas ain't gonna just take that shit. You know? Because I don't know about y'all. Y'all goofy ass niggas want to build y'all town and that's it. Nigga, if we build a new one, nigga, we building moats. We putting cameras up everywhere. We making sure when y'all burn this shit to the ground, we gonna have everything on footage, and we gonna prove to the world that we're not allowed to do anything, or magically people start coming. See, that's the sacrifice we gotta make. You know why? Because the Lord said, you're not building nothing up where that they ain't gonna fuck with you. Your only freedom is leaving, nigga. So we gotta prove to our children. We gotta prove these people hate us. We gotta prove to these people, we gotta prove to our children, no matter what you do, you can't be up in the game. You know? It's called sacrifice. It's called Jesus status. Y'all want to say y'all want to be like Jesus? All right, let's go build this place up so they can come Jesus us, and then all of our children can watch it happen, and then the next generation will say, I don't want to build nothing else. I don't want to go off. I want to leave these people alone. They hate us, and they'll never stop hating us. We want to stop going to work. We're going to put a deficit in these motherfuckers' pockets first. First, we're going to stop buying shit and fuck all the rich niggas' money up. Then, when we start realizing we already have enough money to buy land and all of us move the fuck away to where we want and just stay together. And no matter what happens, it doesn't matter as long as it's all of us. You know? And then we could prove to the world that the whole world's against us, because they'll come and be like, no, you're going back to the cities. You know, they'll send in their little agents, the fucking turncoat black niggas, come sabotage your water, you know, tell secrets, or there ain't gonna really be no secrets, it's, you know, but they'll be there to set you guys up and say, yeah, they're really not farming, they're growing drugs, you know, and then the government can go watch and put some bullshit on the news, you know, and then we can get raided like we're fucking trying to be the next cartel, you know, goofy shit like that. It's so goofy the way they do us. It really is. But that's why I believe in my father. And my father said, there's nothing you can do but call me. And when I start fucking these people up, they'll get the picture eventually. You're gonna have to take a lot of losses, but when I start fucking destroying them, they're gonna get the point, because they're gonna know it ain't you. You ain't got no power. And then they'll realize you do have power. The Lord, the most deadliest weapon ever. And the stronger we get with it, the worse my father's gonna come.
What? It's putting this shit out here. You don't know the CEO behind Fox News, right? You don't know these people, so you can't point your finger at these people, but these are the people that's injecting us with the bullshit. You got to understand that. You want to solve a problem, you got to figure out the problem. How can you solve it if you don't know the problem? You think?
The problem is, we live next to them, so they can hate on you. If they don't see you, they won't hate you. If they don't live near you, they can't do nothing.
You think that black woman, because she's showing her ass and shaking her butt, you think she the problem? Who programmed her to do that? We're all programmed to do something, and then we try to say, well, it's up to you. It's up to you. Bro, you got to understand, dog. Majority of people, 90% of people or more, they don't think on a high level, right? And when I say high level, some people just, they can't comprehend a lot of things, bro.
Because it's called the pyramid of life. No matter how much education you try to teach everybody, there's always going to be dumbass niggas. Because that's the way it is. That's why there's the thing called leaders. Get it? The whole point of a leader is he's going to, help the people that can't think. And if they can't, he does things for them. That's the whole point. That's why there will always be a leader, because there's always going to be more stupid ass people than, you get it? Even if they could understand what's going on, they can't think what to do.
You can't blame these people, bro. They just programmed to do that shit. I guarantee you, dog, if on social media they show more older, when I say older, I'm not talking about 80 years old, I'm talking about older, 30s, 40s, women acting presentable. Being rewarded for acting presentable, being rewarded for showing and teaching the younger females how to act accordingly. We don't own these social media networks. We don't own these TV stations. So when they show shit on TV, they painting a picture. Just like what I did yesterday with the GoFundMe. They showing you that, nigga, we don't fuck with y'all. Even though these other racist motherfuckers, they raised 300 and 400 and 500,000. One motherfucker raised 3.3 million on some racist shit. Them big got rich in the process and ain't got no type of jail time or nothing. These people showing you in your face, nigga, we don't give a fuck about you. We're painting the picture that we...
No, they show you don't give a fuck about your own people. That's what they're showing. Because the racist people, when they get in trouble, they make GoFundMes, and all the other racist people give them money so they could beat the case. A black person will get in trouble, ask black people for money, and nobody will give it to them. People will ask black people for money for some dumbass foundation, and our women and our grandmothers will rush, save the kids! And it's no, save your kids, you stupid fucking asshole. They got our women in churches and all over these places giving up money for fucking everything but their own people. They'll second guess it.
Still run shit, y'all don't. Look at all this ICE shit going on. They want to show you this shit. A lot of times this shit, they be actors. Acting. So when they acting, they make it, they just trying to paint that picture in your head like, nigga, we run this shit. Look how we running up on these people. Nigga, God ain't got nothing to do with this, nigga. We gonna run up on your ass. We gonna, bitch, you gone. If you ain't got your papers right, blah, blah, blah. And now they got the world, Donald Trump he can deport Americans.
Well, you can act like God's not real, right? And that's the devil's job, is to convince you he's not real. So you don't call him and he smash people to dust. That's the thing we won't do all together at once. Niggas will all together at once pray for forgiveness, but we won't do what David did and say, Lord, smash my enemies to pieces. Smash them to fucking pieces. Because I can't. Poison them, destroy them, anything, whatever you do, you go and get these motherfuckers, cause I gotta stay in this captivity anyway, cause you said so. You get it? The whole point of knowing the Lord and calling him is because everyone knows the Lord's real, and only certain people can call. So when we start calling him, maybe, just maybe, it won't matter what they act like's happening. Eventually, they'll understand. They're not believing us, and they keep calling it Father, and disaster. Get it? Get it? And eventually we're gonna see who's gonna fucking stop first. The Lord or them.
You was born here, he can deport you. Where? I don't know. All you might well do is turn around and toot up. No disrespect. Toot up and let them ram you right in your ass. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. You out your mind, bro, if you keep playing that go vote for a president thinking you finna change the world game. Man, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You crazy, man, if you think that. So what I'm saying is this, dog. I wouldn't be surprised if that was some BS that they trying to paint up. I wouldn't be surprised, because that's how they play. Right? If he was black, y'all know what time it is. See, they trained you. I ain't even had to finish that. Most people gonna say in the comments, oh, if he was black, why would you say that? Because you programmed to see and know what the fuck they gonna do. They program you to think that way. And this shit makes certain white people think they're above the law. It programs them to think they're gonna get away with certain shit. And they do. You know, yeah.
Yeah, they do when it comes to us, right? And that's where they have a problem. See, the ones they allow to think this are gonna wake up to realize you only let me do that to them. And I want my full autonomy. I want my rights, and they're not us. So, like I said, they have a problem on their hands now because their own white men, fake ass guard niggas, they are starting to wake up to realize I'm getting a shitty end of the stick just like these niggers. And they're gonna go apeshit on them. They're gonna go apeshit. They're gonna go Agent Roe Keener, and they're gonna fucking tear this place up. You know? Because they can't get us to go riot. They've been trying for years to get us to get angry and go crazy, and we won't do it. So now they're gonna make their people go crazy. You know? The ball's rolling one way or another. I wonder why the Lord said, get the fuck away from them. Just get away from them. Let them implode on themselves. Let them argue and fight and all that. You let them do it.
It's white privilege. But they train in both sides. If that was a black person, oh, you know what would happen. We all know, because they done trained us.
No. We know because we see it. If a black person has a cell phone, they shoot you like it's a gun. If a black person has a gun, they shoot you multiple times. If a white man with an automatic rifle comes out, they don't do anything. It's not they program, they do this. They don't need to program nothing or say no. We watched it. So they thought that would always keep us scared and Hey, it works. But it also does the opposite effect to their people and make their people think they're God Goku. And when they get pissed off at people, they're going to enact their godly ways. And since we're not pissing them off, because I don't own their money, I don't make taxes, I don't make laws. So the more these things go up and piss those people off, they can't turn around and say it's the black people. So they're not going to go get the boys together and go fuck us up to scare us to do things we're not really doing. No, now they're going to see their new target and be like, don't y'all learn the lesson of anybody that fuck with us? This is what we going to do. So now they got to deal with that. A bunch of people that think they fucking can do whatever they want, and they have, backgrounds of military. It was just like that video that I was just watching recently, and a white kid was watching conspiracy theories, and it tricked him into thinking the president is like trying to do some weird things with Jewish people or something. So he decides that I gotta get my money up and take him out. So, and he couldn't figure out how to get money, so he said, if I take out my parents, I'll get their life insurance, and then I could buy the equipment and stuff. So you're telling me that that's not insanity? A young white man wants to take out his own president because he believes some stupid shit on the internet, and then takes his own parents out to get the job done. Do you not see my father Do you not see the irony in that? Did you not see it? That's why we need to sit the fuck down and let them do what they do and deal with what they deal with. They made you docile, and all right, I'm gonna be docile in this corner, while their people are not docile, and they're gonna go crazy because they're not gonna get treated like us. And it seems like they're getting treated like us. They're losing their jobs. It's not promoted everywhere in the world that they're the coolest and the strongest and the good looking. Now they're making them look like goofies on TV, and they don't like that shit. So y'all have fun while we sit over here and keep going to work and dealing with what we gotta deal with,
And niggas like Al Shot, they gonna come get with the family, gonna take some photo ops. He gonna march, hold hands, and that's it. See, we should have got rid of niggas like him a long time ago. That nigga came out and said he was an FBI snitch. Go look it up. The fat Al Shot.
Imagine that.
He said it. That bitch was a rat. That's why I say we need our own everything. We don't need these people to govern us. Let's become men, and we have to do it together, right? Let's get black TV stations, radio stations. Yeah, they gonna come with the red tape, but the more
red tape, they gonna come with the computer hackers. You gonna get up $1 billion to make a TV station because that's what it costs. Costs another $1 billion to keep that bitch running the first year. So you gotta get up $2 billion. One, just to get it built. Two, just to keep it running, and then hopefully make some money. And then that's what's gonna get it going. And they know these things. So when you get your shit up and running, and I send my world-class hackers to fuck your shit up, you just wasted $1 billion fucking dollars. I don't need the Black Wall Street and burn your shit to the ground anymore. I will just fuck your shit up. And I will cost you money and cost you money and cost you money until you're broke because, you just don't have a lot. And then you'll realize, no, you're not allowed to have a TV station. You're not allowed to have your own record label. You're not allowed.
All of us that come together will make them jump off their shit. I guarantee you, if black people start coming together, start owning shit, the motherfuckers at the top, they'll start turning on each other because, they don't have a soul.
No, they won't. They'll start banding together and say, how the fuck do we get rid of this problem? Oh, I know at least 3 to 5 different black people that will infiltrate and burn that shit to the ground. For $500,000. Not even a whole million. I give a nigga $40,000. They'll go fucking firebomb their own people's shit. I'll give them a pass and say, here, take this black card. You work for us now. And here. You and your little thuggies ain't got nothing to worry about forever. Trips to Miami, trips all over the world. You just go solve that problem for us.
Well, they don't give a fuck. They'll start turning on each other. Families been together for centuries.
I think we'll turn on each other faster than they'll turn on each other.
Turn on each other and try to side with whoever in control. Why everybody got to be in control? Why we can't just live together, bro? Why we can't just live on one planet, bro? Don't lie to us about religion. That shit don't make no sense. Don't stop lying to us about religion. Stop lying to us about our food, right? Everything God put here for us to use. Stop tampering with it, right? Like, these people done fucked the globe up, man. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Did you know Cheez-It made extra toasty?
It's crazy. Anyway, man, I didn't want to make this video that long, man. I be getting in my motherfucking feeling behind this shit, you feel me?
Feel you.
Really, like, them folk done really ran a number on us, dog. Our one only life, man. Them folk done run us out like a mop, man. We'll never get to experience the full potential of life, man, because these people done put all this scarcity into us. You know what I'm saying? Got this color fighting against that color. Got niggas scared of this, you scared of that. You can't buy this, you can't go over there, you can go here. Man, fuck all that, man. I'm tired of that shit.
I feel you, homie. That's why the Lord said, give Caesar what Caesar's. Unfortunately, everything we have is Caesar's. The clothes on your back, the food in your stomach, the air you breathe right now. Because you know you're in that city, so you gotta breathe that air. All the things you live, your house, your car, all these things are Caesar's. You know why? Because you didn't create none of it. So you don't have ownership. Get it? And my father said, if you live there, that's what it is. And that's only right. I used to get mad at the Sith. And then I realized ownership. Who am I to complain about how they run their shit in their house? Even though they expanded their house far vastly than it really is. But still, there's still so much land. There's so much everything, right? And it's the lifestyle we live. We cannot understand the fact that if we live the way the Lord said, no one cares about you. You're a damn near vagabond dusty. Get it? You're not going to be running around trying to do the latest things. Your lifestyle is going to be completely different. And last time I checked, everyone complains about it and says, oh, I can't see decent shit on TV. I can't see this. They won't promote that. Why do you think, motherfucker? Because that shit belongs to my father. Get it? You want them to do what? Your job? It's your job to promote those things. And then people will be like, people ain't supporting it. Well, that's the side they chose. That lets you know who's with you and who's not. Don't get mad that majority of the world will not go back to the Lord. It's written in the Bible. Thousands shall return. There's 7 billion fucking people, bro. That means every day you look at somebody, everywhere you go, no matter where you're in the world, you're looking at people that literally will turn their back on the Lord. Because his lifestyle is corny. You don't get enough. You gotta be a robot. You're a servant. You're a slave to the Most High. He wants you to be corny. Get it? That's what people don't understand. Things are the way it is because it's a choice of lifestyle. And now that majority of the world chose to be a certain way, think a certain way, well, they got to deal with those problems. And me, I realized a long time ago, like I said, this is their thing. You can't make someone change their thing that they built if they don't want to, right? All you can do is opt out. And be like, alright, I obviously, you run shit. You run shit there. I'm nothing there. I get treated like this there. Doesn't matter if it's fair. Everyone else is allowing it. So, does it fucking matter if it's fair or not? It exists. It is. Now, how do I make what is not be what it is? That's our fucking problem. We want to fucking make something not real that is real. They don't like you and they won't like you. Stop. And leave. Leave together. Where you go, I don't know. I know that that's the Lord said. And, scientists, fight or flight. Our ancestors fought back and got their heads beaten. The ancestors after that fought back and got enslaved. Then they fought back by living through the slavery. Get it? Now they got out but put into the game, and we fight back with law and protested, and we fight 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 and we fight. I'm fucking done fighting. You know why? Because what the fuck am I fighting for? A reality that ain't gonna come. I can't make them play right. I can't make people not hate me. It's their God-given will. Get it? The Lord said, you have free will, now go play. And everyone at the end of the game, I'm gonna fuck you up. Get it? That's the reality of life. No one has to like anyone. No one has to play fair. You have to deal with this shit at the end of the fucking game, though. You're gonna deal with my father at the end of the day. That's it. So, that's why I live in the world. This is why the Lord says, you live in the world, you're not of the world. People don't understand that shit. It's exactly what I just said. Motherfucker, you live the world, or you live the way he want. If you live the way he want, you'll find out you don't want to be in the world. You want to be in his world. And his world's out there. Everyone left it a long time ago and said, let's go build the world.
Anyway, man, I ain't gonna make this video that long, man. I'm just gonna tell you, like, comment, subscribe, man. You already know, man. Put your comments on the bottom of this video. This is a community where we learn from each other.
Facts. Shout out to you, Big G. You know, glad to see you got your views up there like that. Haven't seen a lot of your videos in a long time, you know. But like I said, there's a lot of us out there. Hope you guys having a good day. Hope this doesn't discourage anybody. But, you know, truth kind of sucks. And there's only so many things you can do, you know? And I like to live my life with faith, but like a scientist too. Like, a scientist will not keep doing the same thing, get the same exact process, and then be like, alright, I'm gonna do it again. It's gonna change. No, a scientist will tell you, after you keep trying to do something, once a couple of times that shit don't work, you know it doesn't work. It's an impossibility. Get over it and figure out how to do it another way, and that's it. Or waste your fucking time. You know? And I like to do things like that. Because that kind of like matches to what the Lord said. You know? You can fight against me all you want, but, you know? As you get older, you'll start loving me. You'll start wishing, I'll make a perfect example. The Leviticus laws, how it tells people to eat. People can fight against it and say, it don't make sense or this and right? When you're 40 and your body's falling apart and you're suffering from cramming all this bullshit in your body, you're gonna you're gonna say, oh God and Lord help me, more than you've ever said your whole life. The whole time you were doing it, you didn't give a fuck, you didn't call on him. But now that, you know, the natural reality is gonna set in, and what he told you to do is so you didn't have to go through this, you're gonna call him every day for the pain to stop. Which doesn't make sense. It's like beating your car up, you know? You drive that fucking motherfucker fast all day, you're hitting the brakes hard as hell, and then you wonder why your brake pads go out one day, and it's harder and harder to stop. You're putting fucking the wrong gas in the car, and you wonder why your engine's fucked up and your car stops. It's the same thing. You know? It's the same exact thing. And you can apply that to a lot of different things besides just your body, your problems, the way you live your life. Because things are done a certain way. And you get a certain result. You know? So, all love, all praise to the Most High.